Good day, this is Ray. Today is Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. And for me, another day of fellow medications. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. I am exhausted. Been dealing with issues with my hip for the past couple weeks, and I've got an x-ray coming up, an appointment next week. So hopefully I'll get some answers. Hopefully it's not anything too crazy. And already I'm going to see, I'm going to have to pause this video because I don't have enough of my first set of medications that I'm filling. So you're not going to notice a time jump, but I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Well, it's a good thing I checked because I'm actually about to run out of this medication. So I'm going to have to get a refill ASAP. Might even have to get an emergency fill because I have about 4 days of this medication left. So there's that. I am exhausted. Mentally, physically, having to use a cane is weird, especially, not knowing exactly how to use it. I use it when I need to, but, having put enough pressure on my leg and knowing how to step off the curb when I'm using the cane, stuff like that. So it can be a little bit tricky for me because I don't use it every day, but for the past few weeks I've had to use it. And I mentioned in my previous video, I had a young lady open the door for me while I was walking with a cane. That was the first time that happened. It's kind of weird, but I was glad to see, the humanity in that moment. So normally I fill my medications on Thursdays. I'm switching to Wednesdays so I can have a little bit more distance between the videos I post. And I'm going to try to do Wednesdays and Saturdays going forward. Sometimes I may not even post on Wednesdays. Right now, I'm in the middle of a big project that I'm doing for work, and that's taking up quite a bit of time. So I think that's the reason for part of the reason why I'm so tired. I was thinking about the project the other night, and it kept me up all night just thinking about what I had to do in order to build what I'm building. Can't really go into details, but let's just say it's a massive project. It would probably be easier if I had the necessary skills right now to be able to build something like this. But I'm sort of at the beginning level of understanding this program. Yesterday actually, I made another payment on my personal loan. My personal loan payments are due on the 15th, and once I make that payment, then I can see exactly how much I have left to be able to hit my target for each month. And so I made the extra payment actually today, and I've been hitting my target every month. The one thing I've been thinking about is there might be a slight chance that I could pay it off sooner than 12 months. It just really depends on how the next few months go, because I'm at a surplus financially right now. My goal was to pay it off in 12 months, but if I could pay it off sooner than that, that's fine too. It's not like I have a boss telling me it's like, hey, you need to get this done by December. This is just a plan that I've created to be able to stay on track and to get out of debt as quickly as possible, but being reasonable about the expectations of paying off this debt, because of course I have to eat, I have to pay for medications, I have to pay for doctor's appointments, I've got fuel, I've got food, I've got just regular life stuff. So I don't want to be in a position where I have like $5 between paychecks, which I've been in a position like that. Fortunate to say I'm not in that position now. When I pay off this loan, it's actually going to be extremely helpful because my minimum payment is almost $430 a month on a loan, and on top of that, I make a double payment basically to be able to hit my target. So I'm trying not to look too far ahead because as of today, I have $6,600 left on that loan, but I can't wait to be done with it. That'll be the last personal loan that I have, which will be a combination of some medical bills, a combination of 401k loans, and then when I'm done with that, I just got my student loans left. So back to the hip stuff. It's I've learned to deal with and live with pain. I don't take like narcotics or anything for the pain. I just stick with the medications I have to treat lupus. It's been a challenging few weeks, and I'm going into the office just once more this week, and I have a vacation scheduled soon, but it could take a toll on you especially when you have to climb up and down stairs, which I do in my townhome. I do plan well so that when I go downstairs and I'm working downstairs, I stay downstairs all day. I don't go back upstairs all day. And even when I go into the office, I do everything I need to upstairs, and I go downstairs, and I'm not back upstairs until evening. So I have a good plan, but I missed the days where I was as mobile as I wanted to be, and I could just go and do. Now that's not the case, but I've learned to live with it. It's been almost 6 years coming up in May when I was diagnosed with it. So, there was some rough times. I probably didn't really express how frustrating those times were, but they were extremely frustrating, and I took it out on my loved ones. And, if you're watching this, I apologize for that. It wasn't anger directed towards you. It was just anger directed towards my situation and going from one way of living to a totally different way of living. My concern right now is that the price of medications could go up soon, and I have to price that into my budgeting. My mortgage did go up like $140 due to my escrow increasing, which calculates taxes, which covers taxes, both state and local, as well as the mortgage insurance. And so I have to consider that when it comes to budgeting for this upcoming year. So this, like I said, this is going to be one of the shorter videos because for two reasons. I ran out of one medication, and the other reason I'm only filling 6 pill packs tonight. I have the one for tomorrow already filled because I normally fill them on Thursdays. If you're living with a chronic illness, if you just were diagnosed and you're not exactly sure how to deal with it, that's perfectly understandable. There's no right or wrong way to react to living with it. I'm trying to think of how it was, 6 years ago. And I would say I'm far removed from that person, but in a lot of ways, I still deal with the resentment and internal anger of having to live with it. It is what it is. Sorry, I can't go much further into it because I'm about to wrap up. But if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. When I post my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/. That's not on my budget. Until Saturday, hope you all have a good rest of your week. Thank you for watching.